Amidst the broader bearish background, today's green bearish shooting star candle sticks out. So if there aren't more larger green candles, like the ones seen throughout May with daily volume near 5 million, price is likely to retrace into this channel. In such a case, the long-term bearish advantage would still encounter stronger support near the bottom and especially nearing the $1 boundary. Arbe's current volatility comes from anticipation of its Q1 2026 earnings tomorrow, with analysts forecasting modest revenue and a quarterly loss. Full-year revenue expectations have fallen sharply over the past 3 months, while earnings estimates stayed unchanged. In the previous quarter, Arbe missed revenue forecasts but met earnings expectations, and its stock dropped significantly following the report. Kind of like what happened to Zscaler after it issued weaker-than-expected guidance, despite beating quarterly revenue and earnings estimates. Major concerns center on slowing growth, cautious fiscal 2027 forecasts, sales leadership turnover, and rising competition. Multiple firms cut price targets, yet a bullish base of support remains, since revenue and recurring revenue growth stayed strong. So even though investors reacted sharply to signs of future deceleration, plummeting price is likely to at least pause nearing 120, given the sharp entry into short-term oversold conditions. Turning to Tempus AI, again enjoying strong support nearing its IPO price range around the 40 threshold, which is still under major pressure in the medium to long-term downtrend context, even without a major increase in short-term selling volume. That is, until 50, and the current downtrend line can be crossed with something like a more powerful double bottom reversal than the one in April, which would provide a transition to more neutral to even slightly bullish movement in the broader context of the ongoing downtrend from before 2026 began. Aside from technical support, Tempus is tapping into fundamental support for this ambitious summer price offensive. Helped by major upgrades to its Tempus Hub platform, adding next-generation agentic AI tools that help physicians interpret genomic data, generate patient documentation, and streamline cancer care workflows. It also revealed strong research momentum, with dozens of abstracts accepted for the 2026 ASCO meeting. On top of that, Tempus expanded its collaboration with Bristol Myers Squibb to use AI and multimodal patient data to improve clinical trial design and accelerate drug development in oncology and neuroscience. Elsewhere, in the vast AI arena, IREN excited investors by announcing a roughly $1.6 billion deal with Dell to purchase NVIDIA Blackwell AI systems for its Texas data centers. The hardware will support IREN's expanding AI cloud business and a multi-billion-dollar cloud services agreement tied to NVIDIA. The deployment is expected to significantly boost annualized revenue as it accelerates its shift from crypto mining into AI infrastructure. This deal also builds on major partnerships with Microsoft and NVIDIA, giving it an overall green glow for its expanding role in AI computing and data center expansion. Chart side, this could help open up an opportunity to advance back to record high ranges. Though in the short term, bullish overextension means price would likely need volume to be around 55 million or higher to immediately keep advancing to the 70s. Otherwise, a regular retracement towards the current uptrend line wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Soaring over to Snowflake now, where the prior downtrend is becoming a distant memory for more and more investors who are setting their sights on returning back to the IPO price range as a significant push into the 200s gets underway. One that has been accelerated by the buzz around Snowflake expanding its partnership with Amazon Web Services through a multi-year agreement that includes a $6 billion infrastructure commitment aimed at accelerating enterprise AI adoption. Snowflake is deepening integrations for generative and agentic AI while helping customers deploy AI directly on governed enterprise data. Snowflake also raised its annual product revenue forecast as AI demand and cloud migrations continue growing. Snowflake also announced plans to acquire Natoma to strengthen governance, security, and connectivity for AI agents operating across enterprise systems. In the bigger picture, strong customer growth, expanding AI adoption, and rising enterprise spending are bolstering optimism around Snowflake's role in the evolving AI infrastructure market. Similarly, Taiwan Semiconductor manufacturing gathers more long-term confidence in its AI-driven growth, as CEO CC Wei told employees that profit-sharing payouts in Taiwan could rise sharply this year amid surging earnings and expanding margins. TSMC's strong results reflect booming demand for advanced AI chips and highlight rising labor cost pressures across the semiconductor industry. On top of that, NVIDIA announced major expansion plans in Taiwan, including massive annual spending and a future Taipei headquarters. Investors view TSMC as a central beneficiary of the global AI infrastructure boom, with tightening partnerships across the supply chain involving companies such as SK Hynix and NVIDIA, supporting expectations for continued semiconductor demand growth. That's why, even if there is another regular retracement or even a break of the latest uptrend line, the overall outlook is up. Zooming down to ZenaTech, now bouncing a bit from short-term overselling, some fundamental reasons why price might hold in the low to mid $1 range to at least touch the prevailing downtrend lines has to do with ZenaTech's founder-focused acquisition and partnership strategy targeting profitable companies in defense technology, AI infrastructure, enterprise SaaS, and drone services. ZenaTech is expanding its drone-as-a-service business through a proposed Canadian surveying acquisition tied to the oil and gas sector, while advancing U.S. defense certification for several AI drone platforms. It also highlighted progress on its heavy-lift interceptor drone program aimed at the growing counter-drone defense market. Up at previous highs, United Airlines climbed could soon retrace if daily bullish volume doesn't continue near at least 7 million. Though even if price does dive away from 120, the 100 boundary offers strong support potential. Beyond chart chatter, United unleashed bullish sentiment since CEO Scott Kirby said the airline plans to equip its entire fleet with Starlink Internet, which he called a major competitive advantage. Kirby also expressed confidence that United can achieve double-digit pre-tax margins by 2027 if current trends continue, and said the airline expects to remain active in industry consolidation opportunities. More broadly speaking, falling oil prices and optimism around travel demand also helped boost airline stocks and improve investor sentiment, giving this travel stock some tailwinds to fly into the summer with. Then, ahead of its annual general meeting on June 24th, NIO reported a major profitability milestone with its second consecutive quarter of non-GAAP profit, driven by strong demand for its premium SUVs and rapid revenue growth. CEO William Lai said the company will avoid aggressive price cuts despite rising costs for chips, batteries, and raw materials, focusing instead on improving margins and sustainable growth. The ES8 SUV played a key role in boosting profitability, while the upcoming ES9 flagship has already increased customer interest and orders. NIO is positioning itself as a premium EV brand competing beyond functionality through technology, design, and user experience. The ES9 features advanced AI-driven driving technology and is supported by a marketing push featuring basketball star Yao Ming. NIO is also shifting focus toward domestic growth in China while slowing overseas expansion and relying more on local distribution partnerships abroad. All good news, helping price push back against a recent slide while bolstering already strong support potential at the $5 threshold in the event these downtrend lines keep weighing down these recent bounces that have been brought about in part by short-term overselling as well,